Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard. I want to talk to you today about chocolate. A very delicate issue. Chocolate is something that everyone loves, and in this final video newsletter about blood sugar and prediabetes, I'd like to talk about chocolate. You know, chocolate has got wonderful qualities. I'm going to talk about some of the amazing research on chocolate, how beneficial it is for your cholesterol levels, for your blood pressure, reduces coronary artery disease by like 22%. But we're talking about the cacao. Same thing we did the article on coffee. We were talking about the actual green coffee bean, not the milk and sugar that goes along with it. When you take dark chocolate, a serving of dark chocolate, 70% or greater, and by the way, all the studies show that the benefits are done with dark chocolate at 70% or greater, you're looking at about 11 grams of sugar. Milk chocolate per serving, and they're small, is about 20 grams of sugar. So there's a heck of a lot of sugar in the typical chocolate that we eat. So if you're going to eat it, please make it the darkest possible. Now, the cacao by itself has amazing properties. I call cacao the rainbow brain chemistry stimulant. It does just about everything. It has a chemical called theobromine that's both a stimulant and a sedative. So it allows you to be kind of calm and relaxed and also engaged at the same time. It has another amino acid called tryptophan. Tryptophan is a precursor to serotonin, which is both antidepressant and anti-anxiety. 95% of the serotonin is produced in your gut. So when you eat a piece of dark chocolate, boom, it goes right to your gut. You have this incredible surge of production of serotonin. Maybe the reason we have this incredible instant reaction, or one of the reasons why we have this very quick, happy response to the chocolate from the tryptophan. There's also a chemical called phenylethylamine, which is they call it the love drug, or the chocolate amphetamine. It creates this stimulation. It's the excitement that you feel when you're falling in love or during sex. It's that chemical that's produced in dark chocolate. And some studies show that women actually prefer dark chocolate over sex. So it's quite a drug for the brain chemistry for sure. Another chemical in chocolate or in cacao is the anandamide. Ananda means bliss in India. And so it's a chemical named after its ability to provoke this bliss state. Very similar chemical to THC found in marijuana. It is a dopamine activator. So it's a drug that produces a high. And there's two chemicals in chocolate that actually inhibit the breakdown of the anandamide and therefore allow the effect to linger for a long period of time. Another reason why we all have fallen in love with chocolate, because of its lasting and lingering effect. Many incredible studies done on dark chocolate. Remember though, it has a lot of sugar in it. It has got caffeine in it. It is an injection to the nervous system. You know, cacao itself, by itself, I haven't seen any studies that show that there's any side effects or negative issues. It's just the pure extract of the bean. However, taking that on a regular basis does provide this incredible global impact into the brain chemistry. I wonder whether or not this is more of a medicine rather than a food. Coffee turned out to be, from the Ayurvedic perspective, more of a medicine rather than a food. Chocolate, from the Ayurvedic perspective, really is more of a medicine than it is a food. And sometimes having a little medicine is not a problem. I'm a big fan of, moderation. However, that being said, if your sugars and your blood sugars are an issue and you're pre-diabetic, then this definitely has to go. But beyond that, we have a culture that is so used to being stimulated by sugar and by candy and by juices and by chocolate, and even by activities. Yoga, meditation has been replaced with yoga because it's more stimulating. Sitting on the back porch and on the weekend has been replaced by going shopping. Going on picnics with the family has been replaced with doing soccer tournaments. It's all about stimulation, and our culture has become that, very fast-paced, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's important to take a minute, stop, and realize that maybe there's some sense in turning the volume down and slowing down this thing and not being addicted to the stimulation that's so incessant in our culture. Our mind are incessantly thinking, worrying, active in so many different ways, and actually turning the volume down. And in Ayurvedic medicine, that is a goal. There's a mindset called sattva, Sattva is, that state of being at peace within yourself. Not at peace because you're doing something. Not at peace because someone's going to give you something. Not at peace because you're going to jump off a cliff and dive into a pool of water. Not at peace because you're going to accomplish something and make a lot of money. But just at peace because that's your nature, to be joyful and loving for no reason. Not because you had something or something's coming. And that is really the goal of Ayurveda. And at the end, really the goal of this series of blood sugar. Yes, prevent diabetes. It's too dangerous. But at the end of the day, when you get off the sugars, you create a calm nervous system, a still point in your nervous system where you can begin to realize that I don't need to be stimulated to be satisfied. Please check out this article on chocolate and read the research on this amazing substance called chocolate. And please go back and read and watch the series on blood sugar and how to prevent prediabetes. Thank you for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard.